And welcome everyone to Game 2 of the final day of play for the National Women's Tournament here in Melbourne, Docklands, Australia. And we have before us Queensland and Western Australia warming up on the ice. Now these two teams have travelled great distance and neither team wants to go away empty-handed today. Big game for both teams. They're fighting for the right to play Victoria in the grand final game today at 2:30. So if you're just joining us, you missed Game 1, and that was between New South Wales and Victoria had a resounding win over New South Wales. And today we're about to watch Queensland versus Western Australia. Now Western Australia finished second after the round robin event, and Queensland had a gritty battle against ACT yesterday to deservedly finish third and have the right to challenge Western Australia here. Queensland definitely are a team that are building throughout this tournament, and some key players to watch would be both the captains and alternate captains. As a siren sounds and we are getting ready, teams going to their respective nets to do their chant and prepare. But yesterday for Queensland, we saw Abby Brown, Jamie Goonan and Lindsay Kalinick all score a goal each to ensure that Queensland had the opportunity today to play off for the grand final. The loser of this game will go and play New South Wales for the bronze medal. And I'm sure that Western Australia, while having a strong round robin tournament, are very wary of their Queensland opponents and their capacity as they're building throughout this competition. We saw strong net tending for the Victorian game, and I believe that both starting goalkeepers in today's game will not disappoint. Western Australia's chants very loud. The girls are highly up and about, ready to take on Queensland. And then we hear a resounding Queensland. So as the coaches take their position on the bench, referees waiting centre ice for the first puck drop. We do a welcome to country that we are gathered here on the Wurundjeri lands of the Kulin Nation, and we pay our respects to elders past and present and wherever you may be watching today. As the puck is dropped and we are away in the first period of Game 2 here at O'Brien Icehouse. Straight away it's cleared by number 8, Alicia Kelly for Western Australia. 21 through Kayla Julian has the puck for Queensland, fires it around behind the Western Australian net. Harper for Western Australia cycles the puck back around. It's held at the blue line though by number 22 for Queensland, Jamie Goonan. And a potential threat has an incredible shot from the point, so we'll watch out for that in today's match. Western Australia clearing the puck into the neutral zone, but once again held there by Goonan. Western Australia has possession, carrying through the neutral zone, sends it down in behind the Queensland net as both teams look for a line change. Queensland cycling the puck out to the boards on the far side. A battle ensues. It carried over the blue line. Now it's back, a little outlet pass through to Kalinick. Back on to Leho for Queensland. Puck is traversed across the ice, flicked back in behind the net. Kehoe again, once again has the puck, Leho rather. Kalinick looking for it, backhands it back round to Leho. Leho looking for the centering pass, throws the puck on net. A comfortable save though by the starting goalkeeper for Western Australia in number 30, Sasha King. Sasha did an amazing job in the game against Victoria yesterday, lasting out the first 2 periods before there was a goal change. Expect nothing but excellence from Sasha in today's game against Queensland. So Western Australia looking to get the puck out of the danger zone. It's into the neutral zone. It's coming through across the blue line, picked up by number 18, McIntosh for Queensland. Queensland sends the puck up through, and it will be an icing call. Linesman says, thank you very much. We'll take that puck back down into Western Australia's offensive zone, where the face-off will be to the left of the Queensland keeper, being number 15, Tracy McIntosh. Today's game could come down to a battle of the goalkeepers, both very comfortable and capable netminders. There's intensity now with Western Australia unable to keep the puck. So skating back for the puck is one of the Webb sisters. I believe that could have been Abby Webb, number 15, Abby Webb. Centre ice now for Western Australia is picked up through Kate Harper. Now, Kate also was a goal scorer yesterday, so we won't underestimate Kate's capacity also to shoot the puck from the blue line. Both teams seem to be fairly evenly matched with sharing of possession of the puck. Haven't seen really any dangerous chances by Queenslanders yet, or Western Australia on either net, as they're sussing each other out here. Puck back into the neutral zone. Anna Shepherd able to centre that puck and put it into the offensive zone, but once again it's popped out. Shepherd tidies up for Western Australia, carried over by Tony LePen. She takes a shot on net. Goalkeeper for Queensland through McIntosh deflects the puck with the glove. Now we have Kalinick on a rush. Kalinick carrying the puck, steps around the Western Australia. Nice little dangle coming up. Does a one backhander, well read though. And that's what I mean by King and her net tending. But a fantastic charge by Kalinick, and we'd expect nothing less by Lindsay, who represents Brisbane in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League and is representing on the national women's team in their tour in Croatia this year. I think Kalinick was on the starting line for Australia, so a dangerous player to have in Queensland's back pocket. We do see now a penalty imminently going to be called. The referee has found a penalty. And we're going to see a Queensland player in number 26. Unfortunately, their captain, Abby Brown, taking time in the penalty box. Probably not an optimum start for their captain, but nonetheless, nothing malicious or mean about that. It's just part of the game of hockey. So face-off under the scoreboard to the left of the Queensland keeper. We now have 4-on-5 hockey. Back to the point, kept in nice by Webb. Unfortunately pops out over into the neutral zone. Good pressure by Queensland through Chloe Charles to chip that puck up and behind the Western Australian net. Webb passing it out now through to number 88, Faith Kilgallen. That's a pacey player for Western Australia, one to keep an eye on in this match, who could be a point of difference for Western Australia. Kilgallen has the puck. Sends it though into Brophy's pads for Queensland. Brophy now has the puck. Oh, and unfortunately, Queensland keeper took a heavy fall there. Really no foul play there, but landed heavily on her back. And rightfully so, giving her time to collect herself. She has not moved. They're signalling to the bench. There's no activity from the bench yet, but the keeper has not moved. We can see what happened there, unfortunately getting caught up with the net. Nobody likes to see anybody get hurt. And so I believe the team manager, they are calling for a medic. No doubt this is a distressing sight to see for everybody concerned, and respectfully Western Australia are back at their bench in a team huddle listening to their coach. Their other goalkeeper in Katie Mayer also being skated out, checking out her teammate. So an unfortunate start for Queensland. This won't change their game plan dramatically though. Both goaltenders are very capable. And this, if anything, will make Queensland even more determined. So we're at the 10:40 mark of the first period in game 2 of today's play, where Western Australia is versing Queensland. We have a Queensland player in the penalty box. That's their captain, Abby Brown. There was nothing too major or malicious about that penalty. So time left on that penalty is 1 minute 21 seconds. Nice to see that the goalkeeper and everybody happy about that, with both teams respectfully acknowledging that the goalkeeper is back on her feet. Tracy McIntosh, an experienced keeper. If she is able to play on, we know she will. However, we do have their other keeper, and Katie Mayer, just feeling her skates on the ice just in case. Vera Lejo is having a chat to her keeper, just making sure that she is able to continue play. Referee is also having a chat, checking in on the well-being of all players. Referee signals through his whistle. And we do have now what looks like the beginning of play. So a good outcome. We hope that McIntosh can continue to mind the net for Queensland. She's earned her right to be there. Referee still conferring with both the keeper and player for Queensland. And we will have a puck drop to the right of McIntosh. Puck sent back down the ice. We do know that Queensland is on a penalty kill at this stage, so it's still 5-on-4 hockey. Western Australia playing at full strength here. But through number 4, 24, Chloe Charles for Queensland, maintaining to keep the puck back behind net. Western Australia brings it out, touched at centre ice. Kalinick, though, on the puck for Queensland. Taking possession of the puck, bring it back down deep, burning time off on the clock, killing that penalty nicely, skating up single-handedly. Puck goes over the blue line. Kalinick manages to somehow keep it. Backed up by number 24, Chloe Charles. The puck is sent in the corner. Queensland managing, though, to still keep possession of the puck. Sends it out through to Kalinick, who has a cheeky shot on goal. King, though, using her pads to defend that puck from finding its way to the back of the net. Queensland support very happy, though, about that start while on a penalty kill. Back through now to Kalinick, capturing the puck at centre ice. She dangles nicely around over the blue line, looking for her player, keeping possession of that puck, winding the clock down beautifully. Kalinick now going to the bench, and Western Australia now gaining possession. So with less than a second left, as we see Queensland back to full strength, Western Australia not able to do too much with that power play, but early days yet. The score is 0-0, 9 minutes left in the first. It is early days and probably an early start for both teams, so I'm sure they'll build capacity as the game continues. Dumped into the forward zone for Queensland by 16, Katrina Rapchuk. Western Australia has possession, circling the puck in the corner. The puck goes out through the neutral zone. Picked up now by Kilgallen. Oh, a beautiful shot on goal. Rings it off the post, just wide though of the net. Yesterday, Kilgallen scored a beautiful goal, ringing it off the post in the game against ACT. And there's another shot on net by Queensland, going above by number 13, Sam Brophy. Scoring goals is definitely within Sam Brophy's capacity, so another dangerous player for Queensland to keep an eye on. There's a battle pursues centre ice. Puck that finally goes over the blue line in Queensland's favour, so Western Australia once again find themselves trying to get the puck out, loses possession. And Yabona, number 7 for Queensland, there, cycling the puck around, has possession, throws it towards the net. Vera Lejo, number 8 for Queensland, though. Always the puck comes through the top of the house. Kalinick there, able to skate back into neutral zone, picks up the puck. Pressured, though, by Western Australia, flicks it back now to Lejo. Lejo throws it back up, but Webb, number 13, Webb for Western Australia, endeavours to get the puck in the neutral zone. Picked up, though, by Rapchuk. Rapchuk brings it over the blue line. It's well supported there by Abby Brown. Brown, captain for Queensland. Strong presence on the ice yesterday. Well-credentialed player for Queensland. Unfortunately, Rapchuk upends herself on the blue line, so puck able to carry down into the offensive zone for Western Australia. They have the puck out. They flick it to the front of the net, but nobody there for Western Australia to capitalise on that. Good thinking, though, by 78 Kate Harper for Western Australia. And very quickly we find the puck up at the other end, under the bar, at the Pro Shop end here at O'Brien Icehouse. Puck still in the corner. 24, Chloe Charles for Queensland, centering the puck at the top of the house. But Harper for Western Australia captures the puck and flicks it back out into the neutral zone. Now Lukovic, 48 for Western Australia, throws that puck dangerously on. A great glove save though. First piece of action we've had to see by McIntosh, the goalkeeper for Queensland, since that heavy fall. So good to see that she's got her head back in the game with a strong glove capture there. Nice to also see McIntosh, number 18 for Queensland, was ready in case there was some kind of rebound there from that play. So, puck up on the far end, scooting up the boards. There's a race for the puck. Referee blows the whistle. I'm suggesting there's going to be an icing call there. And the puck will be brought back for a face-off under the scoreboard and at the hash marks here at O'Brien Icehouse. Neither team has scored a goal yet. We've got 6 minutes, 17 seconds left in the first period. Face-off rather is to the right of the goalkeeper for Queensland. It's fed back to Brophy, number 13, Sam Brophy. Supported around the rink now to Krulak, number 19. It's bled over into the neutral zone. Western Australia has possession of the puck through number 13, Zoe Webb. Zoe pursuing to chase the puck. It goes around behind the Western Australian keeper. There's a battle pursues there between Queensland and Western Australia. Reinforcement for Queensland through Vera Leho. Oh, a great shot on net there with Lindsay Kalinick. Lindsay manages to lose, unfortunately loses the puck. It bleeds over the blue line into the neutral zone, and through Western Australia's number 11, Sandy Langwell says, I'll flick the puck in. But once again, Queensland takes the puck, a strong shot from the point there by Kalinick onto the Western Australian keeper, Sasha King. Puck back out through the central neutral zone though. Chloe Charles has the puck. Nobody there yet. Endeavouring to skate the puck over the blue line. Takes a shot. King uses a blocker. Bats it away to the right. First to the puck though, Abby Brown. Abby feeding it back to the blue line, and we have to have number 18, McIntosh. First to the puck under the scoreboard, sends it back to the blue line. A collision pursues there. We have the puck now centering ice through Queensland, endeavouring to throw it up. Nobody there for Queensland. Unfortunate little inability by Webb just to nicely clear that puck, and so it bleeds in behind the net. Storm for Western Australia, number 12, is onto it. Battles with the Queensland player. Through 26, captain for Queensland. Oh, and a wonderful pass out. A strong shot on goal by Rapchuk. I saw that passage of play many times, so that's something that Western Australian defence will need to look out for, is the capacity between their captain, Brown, and number 16, Katrina Rapchuk for Queensland. But King showing her agility in net for Western Australia, able to extend that left blocker. So back in play now. We see Queensland player upended. Western Australia now have the puck down with a chance. The puck is down behind the Queensland net. It's though being brought out by Queensland. Flicked out to Leho. Leho though, unable to. Oh, if only the Western Australia player could have got a good stick on that. Right idea, just unable to get control of it. We have number 15, Webb for Western Australia, sending the puck across ice through to 48 for WA and Molly Lukovic. Molly's done well, managed to accrue quite a few points for herself throughout this tournament, so a dangerous player to have the puck. Queensland, I'm sure, will be well over that with their coaching staff. Oh, a beautiful pass back through to number 3, Clinic. Right idea, unable though just to get her stick on the puck at the right time. The puck is centered back, center ice. So both teams using their systems well, looking for that backup player to support them, not going for the one-man, one-goal approach. And that's really what's needed at this level with 3 minutes left on the clock in the first period. The score is still 0-0. So picked up now by their captain, Abby Brown. She looks to bring the puck in. Western Australia, though, confidently through Anna Shepherd, passes the puck to the boards. Bonner with number 7 with Brown for Queensland. Brown now has the puck in behind, unable to keep control of it as the puck goes across to the far side of the rink. Western Australia manages to get that puck out, but unfortunately it's straight back to Queensland in Anya Bonner. Bonner feeds it to Brown. Brown, has a strong shot from the centre ice blue line. Once again, King showing her agility with that left blocker and denies Queensland that first goal they're wanting ever so badly in this do-or-die game for playoff for the finals. So, number 7 now for Queensland, managing to get the puck up onto the boards behind the keeper. The puck comes out now. Nice use of the boards by Western Australia as they flick the puck off and it goes back down the far end. Unfortunately, it will be an icing signal by the linesman. Queensland seizing the opportunity here to get fresh legs out with just under 2 minutes. New line, fresh line for Queensland, unfortunately, because of the icing call. Western Australia will have to go with the existing line. So a great scoring opportunity here for Queensland. Centre ice, face-off through Acker and Kalinick. I think we'll hear those two names a lot in this game. Oh, beautiful placement there. Queensland keeper on her back, puck still loose. Kalinick feeds it back out through defenseman Brophy. Unfortunately, Western Australia did a great job feeding the puck down. Queensland keeper says no need to touch that. Western Australia senses the importance of this opportunity, pounces on the puck. We've got Kilgallen, goal scorer for Western Australia, number 88. Keen to get that puck. Puck fed out now into the neutral zone. Minor collision there, centre ice, nothing in it. And here we go, number 48, Lukovic for Western Australia. Beautifully danced over the blue line, cycles back around, denies Queensland off the puck. Brophy looking for the battle, manages in the end to flick the puck onto the boards, but Western Australia reset, still have possession of the puck in their forward zone. Great work by Western Australia. Unfortunately, Kalinick able to get possession of the puck and flick it up the ice so that endeavouring to get a line change, but the referee says, no way, Queensland, that was an icing. Everybody back out on the ice. You got to love that when the players look at each other and say, who, me? They all know as they regrettably have to go back on the ice. 51 seconds left. Big opportunity now for Western Australia. Fresh legs. Centre ice. Won by Kalinick. Fed back onto the boards. McIntosh for Queensland with the puck under the scoreboard. Feeds it to Kalinick. Taps it into neutral zone. Skates onto her own puck. Pursues the battle over on the far side. Kalinick still hot on the puck. Gains possession behind the Western Australian net. Looking for a teammate. Beautifully fed to number 19 in Justin Krulak. Justine unable to score. King doing a great job for Western Australian net. Oh, beautiful shot though by the point by Rapchuk. Referee blows the whistle. Indicates a penalty. Unfortunately, with 16 seconds left on the clock to Western Australia. So unfortunately, number 15, Abby Webb, making her way to the penalty box. This would be a timely opportunity for Queensland. With a face-off in their offensive zone. So 5-on-4, Queensland looking to score, especially now, would love to dearly go in 1 goal up at the end of the first period. Clock running down, seconds left. Oh, unfortunately, Queensland couldn't keep that puck in play. So through the neutral zone, passes it to Rapchuk. Rapchuk with the puck. Beautiful shot on. Oh my goodness. King using the blocker. Puck cycles up above her head. She sights it and gloves it. Everybody collectively breathed in, as we see in the replay there. Very tricky save there for goalkeepers. Once that puck goes above their head, hard to sight. So 3.7 seconds left. Can Queensland get a 1 shot on goal? face-off happens. Western Australia gains possession, cleverly clears it down through to the Queensland keeper as the buzzer sounds. So at the end of the first period, it's no goals apiece, and we have a penalty still to Western Australia. See you immediately after the break.
This is my Dockland.
The walls been won, sun is rising over the hill. It comes, no denying. The walls been won. It's been a wild, wild ride, but we made it on the side. Stayed a little taller from the mountain we just climbed. It's been a wild, wild.
This is my Dockland.
And welcome back to the second period between Western Australia and Queensland. Importantly, I note that there has been a change of keeper for Queensland in the first period. The starting keeper did have a heavy fall. So Queensland keeper now is number 30, Katie Mayer. There's a lot at stake here for these two teams, and I'm sure that we'll also see fitness come into play. So that will be an interesting thing to keep in mind as we see this game go deeper. A lot on the line here. It's all or nothing. They're playing off for a grand final play against Victoria at 2:30 this afternoon. To date, Queensland's been really heavy on the puck and maintained strong possession. As we see a shot from the blue line from their captain, Queensland captain Abby Brown, but it sailed up over the net. In goal for Western Australia is still number 30, Sasha King. Sasha has done a brilliant job for Western Australia and is probably one of the reasons why they finished second after the round robin event. So face off to the right of King. Western Australia, great job managing to clear the puck with Rapchuk for Queensland, knowing that Western Australia is hot on the heels, loses possession, unfortunately Rapchuk on the boards by Tony LePen, pressuring Rapchuk there in that play. Queensland has gained possession again, though, through Lindsay Kalenic, alternate captain for Queensland. A fast, zippy skater, unafraid to take control of the game and lead her team down into the defensive zone. As we gather possession of the puck now, unfortunately, the puck has been flicked out through the neutral zone. And once again, we see Rapchuk skating back to gain that puck for Queensland. You can see Western Australia sensing urgency here, knowing that it's really key, I think, for their team morale to get that first score in the game. Queensland has been a game that's been building through the tournament. I did hear the players talking and noted that this was their first time playing as a team And finally, the Western Australia penalty is finished, and so now we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. A solid pass across ice to their goal scorer yesterday, number 88, Faith Kilgallen. But the linesman blows his whistle and points to a face-off. That will be happening. I believe it's going to happen just on the blue line in the neutral zone, but favouring Western Australia as they look towards the Queensland keeper. Centre right face-off, Sandy Langwell for Western Australia. Does a great job battling it out with the Queensland centre. It's picked up though by Queensland D. Taken down though, Jamie Goonan. Referee does blow the whistle. There will be a penalty called. And penalty, unfortunately, is once again going to go to Western Australia. And I wonder if this is actually going to take its toll. So second penalty now to Western Australia. Queensland with the first penalty of the day to their captain, Abby Brown. Once again, nothing in it. A bit of body on body up behind the boards. And so we see now number 48, Molly Lukovic for Western Australia, sitting in the penalty box. Lukovic, a key player for Western Australia and a point scorer, so I'm sure... Oh, a beautiful shot, though, by number 3, Lindsay Kalinick. Well sighted, though, by King, confidently taking that puck in her glove. We know that King for Western Australia, very comfortable with the puck saves in the glove. Experienced keeper, quite confident and leads her team well in defence. Abby Brown, beautiful shot there from the boards. Referee once again cites a penalty and is signalling tripping this time. Unfortunately, it will be another penalty to Western Australia. Not the greatest of starts for Western Australia, I'm sure. So going to the penalty box now is number 8, Alicia Kelly. So a rare opportunity for Queensland as they face a 5-on-3, 12:38 early in the second period with Western Australia too. So won by Queensland. Back to the point in their power play setup is Kalinick with the puck. She takes a shot from the point, straight onto the pads of King. No risk there. Didn't seem to have a gap and an opportunity to score. Never know though, going to create that rebound. So Queensland power play setting up once again, goes to the top of the house, looking for number 13, Sam Brophy. Cycles the puck round behind the net with 3 Western Australians defending. Brilliantly done, flicks it to centre ice. Hot on the puck now is a dangerous player and skater in Faith Kilgallen for Western Australia. Doing it all alone there with 3 Queenslanders on the puck. Faith skating back now to support her 2 remaining players in D. There's a whistle though. It will be an icing, I believe, against Queensland. I'm sure that Queensland coach will want them to capitalise more on possession of the puck and be skating that puck down, since it is a 5-on-3 situation with over a minute left still in the first penalty. So a lot of time for the Queensland power play here to capitalise. Great pressure though still by number 5, Acker for Queensland, a zippy little centre. Rather for Western Australia, centre and Acker, zippy little centre. We have the 2 13s for Queensland and Western Australia. Queensland tried to cycle down and flick that puck on King, but once again, Western Australia D says no way. Picked up down by number 3, Lindsay Kalinick for Queensland. She feeds it back. Oh, and a strong shot on goal. Very confident shot by Rapchuk. That combination, I'm sure I'll be calling time and time again. Kalinick and Rapchuk. Both experienced players, played a lot of hockey together, no doubt, for Queensland. So still 5-on-3 hockey. 29 seconds left in the first penalty before we see a 4th player back on the ice for Western Australia. Clever possession though by Tony Lapente for Western Australia. There's a shot though from the point there by Goonan. Goonan scoring yesterday. Goonan, Kalinick, Goonan from the point once again. Tricky puck for King to defend off as Goonan dumps that puck. Kalinick, spicy little dangle round now. Shoots back on the pads of King. Back to Goonan at point. Goonan now throws it onto the glove side, but King denying Queensland any opportunity of scoring. Once again, sticking that glove hand out. capturing that puck. Saying to the linesman, here it is, linesman, skate up and get that puck. So the first penalty done for Western Australia, 5-on-4 hockey with 9 seconds left in the second penalty. So Western Australia doing a brilliant job here, their PK, keeping the score at 0-0. Queensland rather through McIntosh, fling the puck on. There's a little bit of activity now going on. Queensland sensing that it's soon to be 5-on-5. Western Australia now back at full strength as Harper joins her teammates. Harper finds the puck at centre ice. Real opportunity now throws the puck onto number 30 goalkeeper Sasha King. Really sensing her first play here for Queensland since there was a change of keeper after their starting keeper took a heavy fall early in the second. Did a brilliant job of finishing out that first period, but clearly has decided to hand over the pipes to her colleague. Puck now at centre ice on the boards in front of the bench, the penalty box. Oh, Clinic now cleverly cycling the puck down, saying, I'm going to skate this down through the neutral zone. Bringing the puck over the blue line and managing to get a beautiful shot on goal. Confidently, though, is the Western Australia keeper in King, denying any chance of a rebound there, trapping that puck beautifully. And we do know that yesterday we did see Kalinick score a beautiful goal against ACT where she did a solo effort, chipped it in on the goalie pad and then picked up the own rebound and managed to score a goal. So something that we know Kalinick is capable of. Over through to number 22 for Queensland, Jamie Goonan from the point, from the blue line. Centre ice. King doing an incredible job siding that puck through a lot of traffic. It's back now, it's top of the house. Number 8, Vera Leho for Queensland, trying to get that puck as it goes over to the boards under the scoreboard. Both teams struggling to pick up the puck. It's between their feet. Leho for Queensland, though, centering through the top of the top of the blue zone for the Western Australian goal, but nobody there for Queensland to seize that beautiful passage of play. The two number 8s battle it out. Down goes Leho. Back up on her feet now, though. We're seeing Lindsay Kalinick once again doing some spicy dangles. Backhands it straight into King for Western Australia, the netminder. So Kalinick for Queensland having a few scoring opportunities, but King reading that puck really well. Shutting down any opportunity for any rebounds. Doing a brilliant job keeping Western Australia in this game. So 8:43 in the second. Neither team yet to score. The winner of this game will go through and play. A crisp little shot straight onto King by Queensland. But King all over that, expecting that from the face-off at the hashtag to the left of the Western Australia goalkeeper. Sandy Lingwill for Western Australia at the face-off, doing a brilliant job there. Unable to actually pick that puck up, though, as it went behind her. Western Australia's defenseman through number 58, Anna Shepherd, keeping that puck behind net, flicking it out over to the boards. A bit of argy-bargy there. We see number 78, Kate Harper, going hard for Western Australia. Referee blows their whistle, pointing, all players looking. Referee still pointing. Players are all looking, saying, what's going on, ref? We're going to see a change of lineup now for Queensland as Brophy and Goonan come on for defense. And we're also going to see a fresh forward line for Queensland, with the face-off there for Queensland going to be taken by Kalinick. So the Queensland bench running their top two lines. Western Australia, though, confidently skating the puck behind their own net, looking for an outlet pass through to Lukovic. Lukovic unable to find that. The puck does bleed over, and we see the Queensland defence in number 13, Samantha Brophy, taking that puck back behind net. Krulak for Queensland carrying the puck behind the net, looking for somebody to pass it out. Bit of traffic there in front of the Queensland keeper. Finally looking to find somebody. Leho, number 8, manages to flick it back. Puck comes back over the blue line though, into Western Australia's offensive zone. Goonan on the puck once again, confidently for Queensland, feeds it back into the neutral zone. Webb, number 13 for Webb though, Western Australia, carries the puck beautifully across the other side, looking for an outlet pass, seeking somebody, unable to find a Western Australia player. Queensland picking it up though. Clinic hot on the puck once again, looking to feed it through to Lahu, unable to find a player though. Strong puck play by both Queensland and Western Australia in behind the net. Western Australia able to get the better of that battle with Abby Webb. Feeds it round behind play. It comes up through the bench side. Whoa, heavy hit there for Tony LaPente, but no call as number 13, Brody, for Queensland, takes the puck. And there's been a heavy fall on the far side over the blue line. Referee puts his hand up. Queensland player still face down. And yet to move. We can see clearly on the replay there what happened as number 22 for Western Australia, Tony LaPente, skates to the penalty box. Queensland player still down. A teammate going over, having a look. A beautiful kind gesture here is the Western Australia player, number 8, Kelly, helping the Queensland team manager over to see if the Queensland player is going to be okay. This is indicative of the spirit in which this tournament has been played. This whole tournament has really been about championing women's hockey. It's fantastic to see women's hockey is back, as once again we see that heavy collision. So rightfully so, Queensland player taking their time, ensuring to collect themselves. We all hope that they will be able to resume play. They're back on their feet. Celebration to see that Queensland player up and about. Unable though, and sadly though, looking like unable to skate on both legs at this stage. Being helped off by the linesman and her captain in Brown. So as Western Australia rallies at their bench with their coach urging them on, trying to keep the team up and about and keep their head in the play, because there's a lot more hockey still to be played. It looks like the player will take the seat on the bench. So Queensland still with the power play here. Yet to convert. Queensland have had several opportunities with their power play, but the Western Australia penalty kill doing a brilliant job. So 5-on-4 hockey once again. Queensland find themselves in the offensive zone. Opportunity to score. Clinic back to her on the point. Looking for support from her captain and Abby Brown. Webb intercepts the puck, but Queensland gathers possession. Clinic back now, I think, to Rapchuk on to Lahu. Oh, beautiful passage of play there. Queensland unable to convert. Brown battling it out with Acker. Clearing the puck by Western Australia was Kilgallen. Unable to, though, get it over the blue line. So Queensland managing possession. Back to the point. Clinic cycles the puck down deep into Lahu. Oh, beautiful shot on, but it goes past the goalkeeper. Cycles back over the other side of the board. Queensland through Clinic able to keep it in. So Clinic skating the blue line beautifully, reading that passage of play. Brown, Clinic winding up there, takes a shot, dumps it cheekily in front of the keeper. Keeper wonderfully sighted the puck. Oh, skating through the crease. Oh, shot on goal by Rapchuk. Goes wide of the net. Queensland still managing. No, unfortunately, I think that puck has bled out into the neutral zone, but Clinic still keeping play, tapped away there by number 15 Webb for Western Australia. breathing a sigh of relief as the puck goes up behind the Queensland net. So 24 for Queensland, Chloe Charles setting up a passage of play. 21 seconds left in the penalty for Western Australia. Western Australia traps that puck through one of the Webb sisters, number 15, Abby. Back into the neutral zone, over the red line. Queensland centering across ice through to Goonan. Goonan on to Krulak. Linesman blows the whistle indicating offside. 4 seconds left in the penalty, so not long to go before we'll see 5-on-5 hockey once again. Probably frustratingly so that Queensland has not been able to convert on these opportunities that they've had. And this has got to add confidence to the Western Australian team. Queensland potentially suffering with the reduced lines though, interrupting their lines with a change of keeper and also their player unable to take the bench, to take the passage of play at this stage through injury. Penalty over, full strength, both teams. Centre ice now. Here we go now, real chance there. Queensland fending off though the puck from Western Australia player as they cycle around the net. Lukovic challenge through Queensland player, that was Goonan. Great battle pursuing between Goonan and Lukovic. Queensland looking, beautiful toss though from the puck from the far side across the Queensland net. That's what we want to see more of for Western Australia if they have any chance of scoring today. Puck back in the neutral zone, cross ice by Kelly for Western Australia. Confidently they brought up the boards by Kate Harper for Western Australia, looking to centre that puck through to a teammate. Tony Lepent posting at the top of the circle though there, looking for that puck. Referee cites a penalty. Referee signalling interference. And this time it will be a Queensland player. Interference, simultaneous penalties for both players. So to number 18, Danica McIntosh for Queensland. And I believe that is 78, Kate Harper for Western Australia. So simultaneous penalties, so we'll see some. Referee is indicating it will be 4-on-4 hockey. Always exciting to see 4-on-4 hockey on big ice, such as we have here at O'Brien Ice House. So face off up Western Australia's offensive zone, looking to get a shot on net. 4-on-4 hockey. Beautiful pad save there by the goalie in Katie Mayer. Western Australia managing to keep the puck in. Brophy with the puck. Kalinick cycling back around now to Rapchuk. Rapchuk bringing the puck out now for Queensland, building speed over the red line. Rapchuk carrying the puck over the blue line. Western Australia ball back now in defence. Rapchuk still with the puck in the boards. Beautiful centering across to the top of the house. Unable though to get a shot away. Keeper for WA through King lunges out, denying, I think it may have been unable to cite that player's number in Queensland as she skates to the bench, but it was Krulak desperately trying to chip that puck over a sprawling King in net, but King managing to get a glove on top of that. So 4-on-4 hockey still under the scoreboard. Queensland now through Goonan at the blue line, dumps it on net. A confident glove save once again from King. Little nod of the head, telling her teammates, don't worry, I've got this. Face-off will be at the hashtags underneath the scoreboard. Kilgallen at the centre face-off for WA, flicks it out to Tony Lepent. Lepent was keen to try and get a breakaway there, but Queensland dumps it back in, so still in the offensive zone. A battle pursues. Strong pursuance of the puck by number 21, Julian, for Queensland. Julian feeds it back through the top. Nobody there, though, for Queensland to be able to capitalise on that beautiful centering pass. Skated up cleverly by Lepent. Cycling the puck round behind the Queensland net. Now here's real danger now through Kilgallen. Kilgallen centres the puck across the top of the house. Unfortunately, Lepent couldn't get a stick on that. Unable to hold it at the blue line was number 8 for WA Cali. The puck now is down behind the Western Australian net. Lepent, number 22, bringing it up for Western Australia over the red line. 3 back in D. Lepent dumps the puck. Tricky save there for Maya, but managed to do so with her blockers and her pads. Now the puck is over against the boards. Puck pops out. It's in the neutral zone. Lepent on the red line near the boards as both players come out of the penalty box for either team. We are now back at full strength with less than 90 seconds left in the second period. And the score still 0-0. This is really setting the scene for a cracker third period. Linesman blows his whistle, I believe, probably signaling offside. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the second period. This has really been a showdown of the goalkeepers, denying both teams the opportunity to score. There's still a lot of energy on both benches. Face off just at the blue line in favour of Queensland. Confidently, though, captured by Western Australia as they flick it up over the blue line for a chance to potentially get a score. Queensland now cycling the puck back through Brophy, looking for an outlet, unable to find a player. Western Australia dumps it on Queensland net. Strong left kicker by number 30 for the keeper of Queensland, Katie Meyer. Now through Clinic, over red line, through the blue line. We have someone posting up in front of the Queensland keeper, Clinic. Top of the house through Rapture, unable though. Good defense by Western Australia. Flicks it back over now, up under the boards, battles through Kalindic and Western Australia. Rapchuk though flicks it away onto Mayer's pads, and once again we have Rapchuk, I believe it is, for Queensland. No, I beg your pardon. That is Krulak for Queensland with the puck. Krulak finds Kalinic. Kalinic now on the boards, looking for a teammate. Chips it over the blue line. Krulak skates onto it. Leho with the puck, leaving it, and the buzzer beats Queensland, who was setting up for a passage of play. So at the end of the second period, no goals yet. We are set for an incredible third period. See you immediately after the break.
This is my Docklands. My Docklands.
Welcome back, everybody. Intense hockey is about to happen. If it wasn't already intense enough, we're in the third period of the game that sees the winner go on to play Victoria later today at 2:30 for the right to be the champions of the newly reformed National Women's Hockey League Championship. So, center ice, referee ready to go. Both teams lining up. We've had an ice cut. The scene is set. Face off won by Queensland. Back through Western Australia, though, penetrates through the blue line, and hustling on the puck now, though, is Queensland's captain, Abby Brown. Referee waves off any offside, so play continues. Both teams sensing the urgency. Will be interesting to see if the team that scores the first goal manages to keep the momentum going and take them through to the right to play off against Victoria. So Brophy with the puck, passing it back over as Queensland have to get out and reset themselves into the offensive zone. Puck is up on the boards. Captured, though, by Brown for Queensland. Brown feeds it back through. Oh, and the puck somehow managed to bleed through traffic onto Western Australia keeper Sasha King's pads. But once again, King stands tall for her team and delivers. So both teams going for a line change. We've seen a few penalties in this game so far to Western Australia, but the power play for Queensland hasn't been managed to convert. So with both teams at face-off, and there's an incredible shot at the Western Australia net, but it went wide. Queensland, though, circling around, looking. Now the puck is over on the far side against the boards. Chipped back, though, by Kalinick to her teammate in, I believe it's Krulak. Krulak back to Kalinick. Kalinick spins on her skates, looking for an outlet pass now. Back, I think, to number 8 in Leho. Leho battling with Western Australian D. Throws it up on the pads at King. King's pads flick it out to the top of the house. Western Australia cleverly, though, through Kilgallen, find a teammate, and just like that, it's back down in Queensland's defensive zone. So Kalinick working both ends of the ice now with the puck behind her own net. Siphoning that puck back behind herself to Rapchak. Rapchak feeding it up the boards. Picked up at the blue line, though, by Langhill for Western Australia. Rapchak with the puck now for Queensland. Under the scoreboard. Nicely held at the blue line, and a beautiful shot on point there by one of the Webb sisters in Zoe. Puck still in behind the Queensland net, firing it up around again. There we are once again. Unfortunately, though, this time Zoe wasn't able to hold the puck at the blue line, but picked up by the defence team in number 48, Molly Lukovic for Western Australia. Puck is back in neutral zone. Quickly, though, Queensland finds possession of the puck and brings it over into their zone, centering the puck. Abby Brown, captain for Queensland, a little too late there, was not able to get a stick on that. The puck is batted back down, and there's a race for the puck before the referee blows the whistle and signals icing. Referee pointing to the Western Australian bench saying, come on, women, you were on the ice at that time. You stay on the ice at that time. Queensland fortunate, though, able to get a change out with their lines. So, opportunity here, real opportunity for Queensland. Fresh legs. Western Australia with the same legs deep into the tournament in the third period. Face-off. Hard to say who won that, but Kalinick with the puck now. Real chance. Brilliant defense, though, in desperation by number 58, Anna Shepherd for Western Australia, throwing the body on the line. And Western Australia skating out with the puck through the neutral zone now in number 48, Lukovic. Lukovic looking to find that speedy little centre in Aka. Aka unable to keep it in the blue zone, but cleverly finds a teammate across ice in number 12, Storm. Storm with the puck. Oh, and referee cites a heavy collision on the boards. Called interference. I can see both players smiling. Unfortunately, though, for Western Australia, there is a penalty, interference, to number 48, Molly Lukovic. So once again, we see Western Australia resorting to their penalty kill through Larpin. Webb, Abby Webb, Acker and Storm, with King between the pipes. So Acker and Brophy at the face-off. Western Australia won that, but now Lindsay Kalinick with the puck, signalling, yep, I want to cycle to Abby, go top. Abby throws the puck near the blue line to the net, but hits a Western Australian player. Now we've got Rapchuk. Acker pressing heavily. Rapchuk couldn't hold her feet. Acker off the boards. Beautifully, though, kept in at the blue line by Kalinick. Kalinick seems to be everywhere on that blue line these days. Flips the puck back round into the corner to a teammate in Rapchuk. Rapchuk finding the front of the net. Fires it straight on King on a chase, and they score! Incredible. It's only a matter of time. And so the Queensland power play has finally come up with the goods. Great jubilation on the Queensland bench. They know what this means. So as they do the flyby, Queensland, number 16, Rapchuk, and number 13, good positioning and posting of the play there by Brophy in front of net to cause that chaos in traffic. King did her best. Storm was in the right spot, but just still with that puck staying on the ice was unable to be the point of difference. So Queensland scores 1-0 early in the third. Let's see what Western Australia can bring now. Brown with the puck. Queensland says no thank you through number 58, Anna Shepherd. Oh, I'm going to take that. What do they say? When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And let's see how tough now Western Australia is. They finished second after the round robin, so we know that they've got the capacity. So number 58 for Western Australia doesn't like what her chances are this side, so cycles back behind her net to the far side. Brown, Queensland, looking to centre it. Doesn't get a clean stick on that. Brophy through Webb, flicks it out now to Kilgallen. We know she's got pace and capacity, good puck handler. Finds now number 11, Western Australia, Langville. No, unable to get any scoring opportunity. So strongly carried up through Goonan. Goonan does the charge all by herself. Webb's there to bat the putt off her stick. Goonan, though, cycling around, manages to get a shot on King. King was all over that, though, had shut Goonan down. Nonetheless, incredible passage of play by Goonan, who still manages to skate back and collects the puck at the other end. Passing it off now to number 7 in Bonner. Bonner has the puck, trying to throw that puck up into neutral zone. Unfortunately, Abby Webb couldn't keep it at the blue line. It's in the neutral zone. 48 for Western Australia. Lukovic is once again out of the penalty box, and so we are back at full strength, 5-on-5 hockey. 9.5 minutes left in the third. Western Australia now trail by 1 goal. That goal just scored on a power play by Queensland. So Western Australia seeking to level it up here. Everything is on the line with the rights to play against Victoria in the final. Queensland, through Leho, has the puck, steps in, passes, cleverly spots her teammate in Bonner. Bonner unable to get the puck on her stick. And now we have a retort through number 22, Tony LePen, carrying the puck down in behind the Queensland net, hoping that a Western Australia teammate's gone with her, and that Langell throws it up on net, denied by the keeper in Queensland. Frantically, Rapchuk's backing that puck away. Brown looking to clear the puck over the neutral zone. Referee waving off any offside, so it's fair game. The puck goes in under the scoreboard against the boards. Queensland's first line of defence there, bats it up to the blue line where there's Webb, says thank you, I'll try and throw that on net. Down to Langville. Langville endeavours, and the puck somehow finds its way to the keeper's pads for Queensland. Now the puck, there's a race for the puck between Webb and Brown. Webb for Western Australia, first to the puck. With pace, carries the puck around behind the net. Off the boards, cleverly onto Kilgallen. Kilgallen trying to maintain possession of that puck. Referee cites a penalty, slashing call. And that slashing call is going to go to the Queensland captain in Abby Brown. So 2-minute penalty potentially. Western Australia will have a chance with their power play. Western Australia's only got 4 on the ice. Coach says, LaPente, get out there. So penalty kill now for Queensland. Oh, and a beautiful one-timer by number 48 in Lukovic. But Queensland goalkeeper was all over that and ready for that. So Western Australia looking dangerous. Oh, flicks the puck across the face of goal for Queensland. Western Australia still with possession of the puck. Abby Webb, beautiful shot on goal. Oh, scrambling there with the keeper held down on all fours. That's what we want to see more from Webb from the point. That was a clever little pass, creating chaos. There's a 2-on-1 situation with 1 Queenslander and 2 WAs now. Goonan comes in to help out her teammate in Kalinick, but Kalinick is not giving up. Flicks the puck over. Unfortunately, number 15 Webb is unable to keep the puck in the offensive zone. The King skates out to fend it off to Webb. Webb feeds it over to find Harper. Harper tries to go the shot at the blue line, fans it somewhat. It's back in the neutral zone, and Abby Webb, number 15, finds herself skating back for the puck once again. She needs to get rid of this because Queensland are up there, but nobody else with her. The puck goes across the ice, and unfortunately couldn't nail it with Langell there, number 11 in the neutral zone. Langell now sights the puck, unable to get a stick to it. Charles for Queensland is there, feeds it up in around. Now remember, Queensland are on the penalty kill here. 35 seconds left in this penalty. Western Australia, this is a great time if they could convert and level up this game, giving Queenslanders something to think about. King comes out from behind her net ready to stop that puck, but the puck has a somewhat of a crazy bounce off the boards. Western Australia now batting that puck down. Nice little entrapment of the puck by Webb. Zoe Webb doing some clever little maneuvers there with the puck on their stick and showing great capacity and good hockey IQ. Finds number 48 Lukovic, who does a little dance, finds Langell, shoots on Queenslander's net. Once again, Queenslander goalkeeper needing to be busy and stay low, fending that puck off with her right pad. As the crowd is really getting into this game, and rightfully so, because everything is on the line and both teams know this. Ooh, dodgy little collision nearly there by number 8 for Queensland, but cleverly skating around the Western Australia player. And here comes Tony LaPente again. Great capacity, both these teams, in reading who's available and who's in my outlet pass. So once again, Western Australia looking to bring the puck down through the neutral zone. Acker passing off. Krulak picks it up for Queensland, pressured off the puck by WA. Puck goes down into the corner under the scoreboard. Queensland first to the puck, desperately looking to outlet that puck over the neutral zone, and it does, but Western Australia picking the puck up at the red line, just settling the puck down. Looking for her teammate was LaPente. Tony LaPente doing a great job settling that puck down, making sure that the structures are in place as Western Australia look to change it up here. Doors open at the Western Australia bench. A little dangerous there perhaps, but cleverly negotiated. So once again, Webb finds herself with the puck up behind her goalkeeper's net. 2 Queenslanders there battling it out with Webb. Abby Brown for Queensland, ferocious on that puck as always. Sends the puck down, Goonan in chase, in defence, cycling it back around behind the Queensland net. Pause, looks for a teammate, goes up the boards near the Queensland bench. First to the puck is number 11, Langell for Western Australia. Overskates the puck. Brown comes up behind, dangerously so. Centres that puck onto the pads of King. King says, no goal this time, ladies. Back in around behind the Western Australia goal now. That puck finding its way more and more. Webb able to keep her feet, defends off 1 Queenslander, and then takes on a 2nd Queenslander. Support arrives now for Webb. Western Australia just batting that puck around the boards, desperately trying to get it out of this zone. No doubt looking, and cleverly tapped into play and knocked back by number 21 for Queensland in Kaylee Julian. That was a clever little piece of hockey. Now, Kalinick, what can she do? Steps around 2 players and takes a shot. Oh! And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We saw this yesterday from Kalinick. We know her capacity. She never gives up. She constantly drives to the net. She took the first shot, stepped around 2 Western Australia players. King did a brilliant job stretching out that left kicker. Stopped the first shot from Kalinick. Came off the toe of King. And Kalinick right there, ready for that rebound, anticipating every move, and a nice little handy flick straight over the keeper's pad. What could King do? Completely outstretched. Unfortunately, nobody back there in defense to clear that rebound. The goalie should be holding her head up high. She did her job well. Unfortunately, there was nobody there to back her up. And we know that Kalinick has great capacity on those passages of play, so sends Queensland into a 2-0 lead. Back in play now. Western Australia need to respond. There's only 3 minutes or so left in the final period. It'll be interesting to see when or if a team calls a timeout. So watching both benches, Western Australia have to make something happen now. Once again, Queensland have possession of the puck through Kalinick. Skating, carrying it over the blue line. Dumps that puck over the Western Australian keeper's head. Krulak finds the puck. Langell for WA now, looking for something. It's all or nothing now for Western Australia. They have to make something happen. There's an offside there, so Queensland offside. Third period, 2-0 Queensland. 2.5 minutes left in this period. If Western Australia even want to make this game go to a shootout, they must score with 2.5 minutes left on the clock. It's not beyond them. They did finish second after the round robin event. We know they are an incredible team. They haven't come all this way to Melbourne, Victoria, to not have a chance to play off in the grand final. Goonan confidently indeed at the red line, flicks that puck back into the offensive zone. Storm for Western Australia, looking to pass that puck out. Feeds it onto the boards to LaPen. LaPen unable to do much with that at that time. Comes across the goal. Webb there, number 15, Abby Webb. Abby hot in the thick of things, manages to get that puck out, but Goonan for Queensland once again on the boards, sending it over to Julian. Julian feeds it on. Well, Western Australia doing a good job defending the puck. They must get it down to their offensive zone. It's shots on goal that's only going to keep them in this game and in this championship. So through Webb, they're desperately trying to get an outlet, but denied through Charles of Queensland. Charles has the puck now, trying to feed it back to Julian. Julian and Charles working the puck together for Queensland. Whoa, and there's a heavy hit there on the boards by Western Australia, but referee lets passage of play continue. Brophy sends a shot on net. Well done to King. The puck goes flying past King. Now, can Western Australia make something happen? Just over a minute of play here. Still, both goalkeepers are in net, as we would expect for Queensland. No, there's been no opportunity yet for the Western Australia keeper, if indeed that's what the bench considers as the play. Oh, and we have another heavy check from Western Australia, and the Queensland referee puts his hand up. The whistle is blown. And I believe we're going to have a signal of boarding. So that will be to Western Australia, which is really not going to help their campaign in the last minute, because now they will be facing a penalty kill for the duration of this period. 52.6 seconds left on the clock. Western Australia finds themselves with number 12 through the player of Storm in the penalty box. King in net for Western Australia, standing tall, ready as ever. Puck goes in behind King, batted out once again by Western Australia. Puck cycles back in once again behind net. Brown for Queensland, shutting off any opportunity there for Western Australia. Western Australia dump it down the far end. It's a race to the puck. Kilgallen has the puck. Now, if anybody can do something with the puck and for her state, it will be her. Puck, unfortunately, is cycled around behind the boards. It comes up over the red line once again. And Western Australia not giving up pursuit of the puck. Oh, there's a shot just from the neutral zone, straight onto King's pads. Once again, King, last line of defence for WA. Whistle blown. 15.8 seconds left on the clock. It would be something very special for Western Australia to tie this game up at this stage of the game, but never say never. So the face-off, 15.8 seconds left, still with a penalty, 1 minute 24 seconds, so we know we won't see Storm again for this period. puck is in neutral ground. Western Australia, though, importantly, with possession of the puck. Loses it now. Brown for Queensland has the puck. Sending it across to Charles. Charles feeds it onto the board. Congratulations, Queensland. An incredible game. Queensland managed to score those 2 goals into the third period. Absolutely delighted. We will now see the grand final, or the right for the playing off of the championships between 2 great states, Queensland and Victoria, as Western Australia, rightfully so, huddle around their keeper, who's done a brilliant job in Sasha King. So the next game on today's roster will be a bronze medal game, and that will be played off between New South Wales and Western Australia. We hope Western Australia has legs after that incredible game against Queensland. Looking forward to you still joining us as we sign off from this game and see you for the bronze medal game very soon.
This is my Docklands. This is my Docklands.